Hello, Army! Welcome to Gallery JUNGKOOK. Hello, Army! Recently, we received some news from Taehyung, and as always, he appeared with his cheerful energy that made him shine. This time, the reason was clear: JUNGKOOK, whom many call the king, has returned home. It all started when someone uploaded a photo of Namjoon wearing a crown. Then the photo was shared on Weverse, and Jin jumped in to add some humor. He told him not to take the crown because it belonged to the princess. That simple joke opened the door for Taehyung to join in his own way. He turned it into a symbolic competition, as if they had to fight for the crown. The joke itself was light, but the way Taehyung presented it made the moment even funnier. Interestingly, the crown looked very similar to the one Taehyung received 2 years ago as a birthday gift from Park Seo-joon and Na PD. Fans immediately began to wonder, was it a coincidence or a hidden hint? Knowing Taehyung's habit of leaving small signs, many felt this was not just an ordinary detail. What's interesting is that every time JUNGKOOK returns, Taehyung always leaves a sign. He rarely says it directly, but those who know him can read these little signals. This time, the crown was interpreted as a way to announce the return of their king. It was as if he was saying without words, "He's almost here, and I'm happily waiting for him." What looked like a playful moment between friends turned out to mean more for those who pay attention to Taehyung and JUNGKOOK's relationship. Taehyung's fans know this isn't new. He has done it many times before, dropping hints, using meaningful objects, or flashing his special smile whenever JUNGKOOK is near or about to return. It all happens so naturally that it's hard to call it a coincidence. Although some choose to ignore these signs, the truth is that when such moments happen together, a clear pattern emerges. Taehyung's happiness always grows when JUNGKOOK comes back. The most beautiful part isn't the crown joke itself, but what it symbolizes. Namjoon and Jin may add humor, but Taehyung turns it into something deeper, a sign that he is waiting for JUNGKOOK's return. This way of expression shows the authenticity of their bond. They don't need grand words or public statements to reveal their feelings. The small details are enough, and for those paying attention, more than enough. In short, what seems like a simple joke actually becomes another example of how Taehyung and JUNGKOOK continue to show their closeness. Some may deny it, but the truth always lies in the small, unexplainable gestures. Recently, fans' attention also turned to something simple: bags. To others it may seem trivial, but for Taehyung and JUNGKOOK, even the smallest detail can hold meaning. The first moment happened at a concert. Taehyung was in a very good mood, smiling, laughing, moving with his signature energy, while carrying a brown bag that quickly became a topic of discussion. It wasn't just an accessory, but something he carried with confidence. A few days later, JUNGKOOK appeared in a video with a very similar bag, only in black. The similarity was so striking that many theories arose. Some speculated JUNGKOOK bought it for Taehyung while he was in New York. Though never confirmed, the idea wasn't impossible. JUNGKOOK has often shown his care by giving things to people important to him. The possibility of him buying Taehyung a bag made sense. Another theory suggested they might have bought them together when JUNGKOOK, Taehyung, and J-Hope were seen shopping. It's easy to imagine the scene, walking through stores, checking accessories, and ending up choosing almost identical bags. What's clear is that they both used them almost at the same time. For observant fans, this wasn't just about a daily accessory, but a reflection of a real closeness in their everyday lives. This isn't the first time similarities in clothing, accessories, or habits have been noticed between Taehyung and Jungkook. It's hard to call it coincidence when these patterns keep repeating. Ultimately, it shows that their relationship remains strong. Taehyung's fans are always aware of these signs, even if some choose to deny or ignore them. But their gestures speak louder than words. The story of the bags proves once again that their closeness is undeniable. Whether it was a gift, a joint purchase, or a personal choice, the fact that they both carried almost identical bags was another sign for fans that their bond is real. In Taehyung and Jungkook's relationship, what stands out most is not what they say in interviews or show on television, but what they do unprompted. The spontaneous gestures are the most touching, because they express more than words. When they are close, it's immediately obvious: the eye contact, the way they approach each other without hesitation, the natural touches, and most importantly, the fact that it happens repeatedly in different situations. This is why many people find it hard to see it as just a game. Their gestures are too genuine to be mere acting. The bags are a clear example. Taehyung appeared at a concert with a brown bag, and not long after, Jungkook showed up with a black one that looked almost identical. The similarity was undeniable, and comments poured in. Some said Jungkook may have bought both and given one to Taehyung. Others recalled the day Jungkook, Taehyung, and J-Hope were shopping together. Whatever the story, the fact that they appeared with nearly identical bags within a short time couldn't be ignored. For some it might be coincidence, but for Taehyung, details always carry deeper meaning. And it's not just about the bags, but the overall habits they've shown through the years, the knowing glances, the unique smiles, the small touches that seem unavoidable. All of this makes many fans believe Taehyung and Jungkook's bond is neither coincidence nor acting. It's an emotional routine, a habit they repeat every time they are together. This consistency is what makes their bond feel real. Not because of grand staged moments, but the natural things that happen. In the end, what's most amazing isn't one single gesture, but the sum of all the little details that build their connection. At first glance it might seem spontaneous, but when repeated over and over, it reveals something much more real. The relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook doesn't need official confirmation. Everything is already clear through the little details they unconsciously show. That's what makes the difference. What they display never feels fake, but the most genuine way they know to show their closeness. Thank you for watching until the end, Army. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the latest updates from Gallery Jungkook. Also, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this is just a coincidence, or a true sign of Taehyung and Jungkook's closeness? See you in the next video on Gallery Jungkook.